Ready to go for 200 laps. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series is green at the Monster Mile.
Saw the 20 and Brandon Jones spin his tires, but actually got a really good launch right there, even with being on the inside lane. Got a great battle for the lead right there on the inside.
Does he clear him here off the 2? That's key, not quite. So now Ross able to fight back as you see cars all over the place behind them, side by side. This is so treacherous. Early there, he gets loose. That's what you run the risk of when you're that inside car. It takes away that right rear side force. He went up the racetrack.
Yeah, fortunately, Ross left him just enough room that it allowed Jones to slide up just a little bit, no contact.
Chastain gets the lead, only the second time he's led laps in his 14 Dover starts. The fight for clean air so important here. And we're going to stay here because we've got a crash. We were just talking about Parker Retzloff, and that's Jeb Burton, the other car. That's on the back straightaway going into turn 3, and Retzloff has got serious damage.
Yeah, and this actually starts ahead of them when we get some replays here. Brent Cruz, Jeb Burton has major damage. Brent Cruz had an issue off of 2.
So yes, Cruz is running 13th here.
Right, so Ryan Sieg gets loose underneath him, kicks him up the track. He hits the right side, and as behind them, you see that they're kind of, I believe they were almost checking up.
Oh yeah, LeVar Scott just, they do, they all check up. You see Jeb checks up, and then Retzloff gets into the back of him, and then the 45 of LeVar Scott gets into the back of Retzloff. Just kind of a accordion effect right there of Jeb seeing it first.
Well, hey, this is what we talk about. Things happen fast here at Dover under yellow. 12 laps in. Chastain, the leader, back in the outside lane, did not get as good of a start that time, and Brandon Jones in control as they go to 1.
Yeah, Chastain cannot get going on that outside lane, which is typically a little bit better. You see Jones has him cleared now. We thought Jones might actually have a little quicker car just before that caution came out, so we'll see what he can do now with some clean air.
Yeah, historically, the bottom's harder to hook up the rear tires because you're having to kind of be at a worse angle as you come off the banking there, and it's awkward to get the power down. But great job by Brandon Jones. Is Quapple there to the outside of William Sawalich.
Yeah, get that top lane working a little bit here. Looks like he's still struggling, though. Sawalich is going to clear him on the inside. See Jesse Love trying to get to that quarter panel, just get his nose stuck in there. One's going to give him a little bit of room.
This is the race for 7th.
He's working the throttle right there.
Quapple will clear him, take that 7th spot. Love back to 8th. Look at this mess on the right side of the screen. Allgaier trying to work his way through some traffic outside the top 10. That's CJ McLaughlin in the 42. Carson Quapple races Sawalich.
He had a massive run because he ran the top of that end. It's going to be really hard to complete this pass.
Oh, he's using it as a pick.
Got a little pick right here. Awesome job right there by the 17. Let's see if he goes back to the top. He did this last run. Lap traffic plays such a huge role in this track. And you see he's kind of chasing the gray is what I would call that. And I don't know that it's as much about rubber as it is just trying to get to like some fresh compound or the traction compound they put on the racetrack. Just trying to get to that. You see William Sawalich right there in front of him. It's changed the dynamic of the race. Like normally you kind of fight for guys want to run the bottom, and now we're seeing everybody go to the top. And there's a threshold though of going to the top here. Once you get right up by the wall, especially in 3 and 4, it gets rough. So you're chasing grip, but you get too high, and the car just starts bouncing really bad.
Into the stage here out of turn number 4, Brandon Jones will see the green and white checkered flag. 17th career stage win for the 20 in his first here at Dover. We told you Brandon Jones lost 7 spots in this cycle of pits, and here's why.
Yeah, so a little slow on the right rear here. You see the rear changers behind the front as they go around the car. He should be ahead of him. He's basically first to the tire there. And as you go to the left side, it's a similar story, just a little slow in terms of getting this left rear off. See multiple hits. Now it's far more than 5 hits. Struggling to get the tire off. Now hitting all 5 on the left rear. That's about 3 seconds slower than the average stop, and lost 7 spots. And then we have contact here between the 19 of Brent Cruz.
Cruz has got to get all 4 corners today.
Just make it perfect.
If somebody can get his left rear, we will have completed all 4.
Ready to start stage 2. Field working into the Echo Park restart zone. It'll be Ross Chastain, the control car in the outside lane with Taylor Gray at his left elbow. Back to green at Dover.
Still struggling just a little bit to get a good launch in that outside lane. Ross has had 3 shots at it today. But you're going to see another Joe Gibbs Racing car right there. Taylor Gray trying to clear him, not quite off turn 2. They'll drag race now down into turn 3.
And this is where Ross has the leverage. Right, once again, it's just like the replay at the start of the race. That inside car gets a little loose. He then takes the lead around the outside in 3 and 4. If you're going to start on the outside, you want to try and clear them at 1 and 2. He hasn't been able to do that, but he has all the leverage with that positive momentum down into 3 to be able to take the lead out of 4.
And we talked about that slow stop for Brandon Jones. You see him back in 8th right now, but the guy that had the fastest stop was Corey Day, all the way up to 4th. See what kind of adjustments Adam Wall made to that car. We saw how loose he was at the start of the race.
We have the run.
Around the top.
Hey, and you know, we saw this same thing happen last year with another Joe Gibbs car with Taylor Gray. He won the first stage. They had a slow stop in stage 1, buried in traffic. They never really recovered. So important for Jones here to try to pick some off early. 4-pack on the left of the screen there is a good race. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, all right on top of each other.
We think so.
Sawalich has been
caution.
trapped. Yeah, we got a yellow. Sawalich was trapped on the bottom there. Oh, big
Blaine
crash.
Perkins.
Blaine Perkins.
Just no light impacts to this place either.
No. And you're going to see also how hard it is to avoid when a car is spinning. So we looking down into 3 here. You see he's already sideways, and look at Anthony Alfredo there, 96. He was chasing it up.
Made it through.
Yeah, and he basically, as Blaine got sideways, Anthony was already committed to the outside lane, and at that point he just couldn't get it to slow down and turn down. As we look back here from Sammy Smith's 8 car, there you see the smoke suddenly start, and then the car goes around. So that's
almost like
something
the housing shifted,
yeah,
and the tire
track
started
bar
rubbing on
mount
the
could have
body.
broke, something like in the suspension there.
Clean Air is king. Field back through the Echo Park restart zone. Chastain and Gray control the field once again. Better restart for the inside line.
And Chastain's been able to maintain the lead on sticker tires each time, but last time on the set of scuffs, we saw Brandon Jones able to sneak by, but
way better that time.
Yeah, Ross did a great job through 1 and 2, got a great exit. See Jesse Love pop up, just trying to get some clean air. It's incredible the difference, the balance in these cars. Brandon Jones, a great example. You mentioned Taylor Gray last year, kind of the same thing. Being out front, it's hard to get a good read of what you're going to need back in traffic.
Taylor Gray and Raja Caruth here racing for 2nd.
Raja having a great run. Yeah, you mentioned him having to bounce back and forth through multiple cars in the season as we ride on board here. The GovX on board with Jesse Love. Mentioned how smooth his wheel looked earlier in the race. We've seen him kind of run up the track, down the track. He's right behind this battle.
Look at that pass. It was beautiful there by Raja Caruth, able to drive by Taylor Gray. I'd say Ross Chastain might have some company here soon. The way that 88 looked, just wrapping the bottom so effectively.
Here's the race for the lead, coming to 5 to go in stage 2. Chastain has led the entire distance in this 2nd stage, but Caruth is keeping him honest.
Well, and Raja's moving around right now, trying to figure out, as Parker referenced, if the car in front of you is running the bottom and you can get to their outside, pass is pretty easy because you have the momentum down the straightaway. But the fact that Ross is just running a different line every lap right now, so that Raja has to take a little bit of a guess here, tries to put him in a bad position or not get in a good position.
And that is classic Ross Chastain. He is one of the best at aero blocking in all of NASCAR. I've raced against him many times where he seems almost superhuman in his ability to change his line at the last second to trick you into going to a place where he covers you in a way that you think, that was annoying. How did he do that?
Blake Lothian and Dawson Cram, the 2 cars going a lap down, creates some separation between the top 2. But Caruth closes back in again. Final lap in stage 2.
Ross did a nice job being able to clear both of those lap cars. I thought that was going to play into Raj's hand, but Ross is able to pass one on the top and one on the bottom and actually built a little bit of a gap.
Some of that Cup experience right there of having to deal with traffic so effectively and so quickly, allowing him to get away from Raja.
Most laps led in his career at Dover for Chastain, and he'll cap it off with a stage 2 victory. 11th stage win in his O'Reilly Auto Parts Series career, and 2nd here at the Monster Mile. Final stage here at Dover, 101 laps to go as the field hits the Echo Park restart zone. It's Jesse Love and Raja Caruth on the front row as we go back to green.
I think Jesse did a nice job right there, almost getting a little push from Chastain, who's behind him. We've seen the 88, though, be so good on the bottom. It's just all about how loose do they get down into turn 3. Raja have to really discipline himself getting down into this corner.
There it goes.
No! 2 leaders together. Love in the wall. Carruth saves it, but some right side damage.
Both these drivers knowing this is an important restart. As we look back, he had positive momentum by side drafting, but as he gets down the corner, Jesse was giving him space.
Gave him plenty of room on entry for
you
sure.
You can see there as he starts to hit those bumps right at the basically end of the entry, that big hop in the rear, that takes the rear out of the racetrack, and he starts chasing it up into the 2-car.
Raja really doesn't have any damage right here. I mean, other than sliding those tires, but the 2 of Jesse Love, as we're going to ride on board with him, he's just along for the ride. He gave Raja plenty of room on the bottom, knowing that he was most likely going to get loose. You can see Marty Lindley trying to pull some hair out right there, frustrated.
Back to green, field through the Echo Park restart zone. It's Ross Chastain and William Sawalich now at the front of the field.
Ross has done a great job on the outside. You got to know these guys understand exactly what happened. You see Ross gets a big run down the backstretch. Sawalich is able to get back in line. That car on the inside, though, for all these guys, super loose on the entry to turn 3. Look at 18 getting back inside of him right here.
Feeling racy, dialing up the inside lane. Looking to the inside for the race lead.
He's got it. Wow, Ross had to go way up the racetrack. Williams able to run right around the bottom of the track. Great job by the 18 to get to the lead.
Allgaier starting to come to life. Raja Carruth involved in another incident, this time with Harrison Burton.
Your brake, hold your brake, hold your brake.
Under caution for the 6th time.
Oh, and Harrison gets in the inside wall.
I don't think the 88 has any damage again.
Might have gotten away with it, but it's got to get refired here. I think this started with
flat right side for sure. A little bit of right side there, so not bad. Get spun here we can.
Everybody able to drive away from the scene. Here's Harrison Burton.
Well, he gets loose. See Raja gets to his inside, and then behind you see Sammy Smith trying to capitalize on that run, and just got Raja up out of the groove a little bit, and then he was just trying to catch it for the rest of the way around the corner, and poor Harrison Burton was just innocent victim in all that.
It's really 3 cars to 1. I know it looks similar to what happened to Raja with Jesse Love, but in this case there with the 8 getting there so late, Raja couldn't turn down, so then he's in a compromised aero position.
Well, you get spooked too, right? You can't yank on the wheel.
When he's in the compromised aero position against the 24, he's just trying to catch at that point going up the racetrack.
This will be a great perspective as we ride on board with Sammy Smith. See Harrison have to check up. That lets the 88 check up. He gets in there and then thinks better of it. You know, I can't force it 3 wide, but it just put the 88 in such a bad angle, bad position. You get spooked, you kind of pull on the wheel, then you're just along for the ride.
We go back to green with 83 to go. Sawalich and Chastain the front row, and Ross getting swarmed right away here for the 2nd spot.
And an aggressive move by Corey Data there, trying to go 3 wide the inside of Sam Mayer. Didn't quite work out as he falls back behind Carson Quapple, but really aggressive move.
Look at Taylor Gray on the inside. Ross, he's loose again. Ross has struggled on the restarts. He lost the lead to Sawalich last time. He's barely hanging on right there. Taylor Gray back to his inside through 1 and 2.
Ross just watched the 88 and 2 get together in this exact same scenario. To think it's got him alert of what the 54 is doing and where he's at on his door.
Yeah, and he's given Taylor plenty of room. Taylor didn't drive in there quite as deep this time.
Contact for 2nd, and around goes the 54 hard into the inside wall.
It's almost like once you start having that contact, you just get glued together. As we see, this is going down into turn 3. Get that to play. See, Ross gives him plenty of room. Then Ross a little slow getting back to the throttle. Taylor gets back to his inside. Little narrow exit for the 9, but I think it was really the contact from Sam Mayer into the 54 that spun him around. I think they all would have most likely caught it right there. Watch Mayer behind these guys as they start to check up. I think that's ultimately what sent the 54 around.
Austin Green on the outside. The yellow car is your leader, Andrew Patterson, in the 32 on the bottom.
I don't like Allgaier's position because Green has fairly old tires on. I don't know what that
There's a mix of tires
be
up
like.
here.
Yeah.
And strategies.
Yeah, Patterson pitted 10 laps ago. So he's got a little better tires than the 87 and Green does. They both fire off okay.
Great job on the outside. Got rolling. Austin Green did.
Look at Corey Day there, 3 wide around the outside.
Green is clear of Patterson.
It's a great perspective. Look at Allgaier get to the outside right there. Wow.
There's the difference in new tires for the 7.
Another spinner. Garrett Smithley's around.
Caution for the 8th time today. Garrett making his 300th NASCAR National Series start today. Doesn't look like too much damage.
This is not what Allgaier wanted. He had that little bit of a gap, had the track position. Now he's going to be vulnerable.
In contact with the rear square. I'll look at it when you get back through here.
Back to green with 68 to go.
Dude, Justin's been so good on the outside right there. You see both he and William Sawalich going to be able to clear Harrison. Corey Day getting right there to the quarter panel.
That got so close right there. Harrison was coming up the track, and Corey was trying to fill that gap.
Well, and we're going to find out now what the 7 car has. He's been kind of back in traffic. Andrew has got him out front now. He's got one of the fastest cars all day long of Sawalich right behind him.
At least close that gap, and we go under yellow once again. It's Garrett Smithley for the 2nd time today. It has.
Longest green flag run being 28 laps. That one was 27.
And that's atypical of Dover. We don't normally expect that. You normally kind of need a long run car. Here's a look at what happened to Garrett Smithley.
Wow.
You see that right rear tire explode on the exit of the corner. He's fortunate that he didn't hit the wall harder right there. Man, just the worst place that could happen.
You don't see that often in that.
Back to green at the Monster Mile.
Justin does a great launch right there. Is he going to be able to clear the 18? He is. Look at how he drives it down in there. Sawalich will have a little run on exit, but no, Justin shuts the door.
And look at Sam Mayer around the outside of Corey Day.
Tight.
It got really close. He almost got cleared, but nope. He has now cleared Corey Day down into 3 and can set his sights on William Sawalich and Justin Allgaier.
Mayer's going to have to figure out how to make that outside groove work. It looks like to me like the 18 of William Sawalich is glued to the bottom. Saw him drive into 3 to second. He's a little bit quicker
there.
But he's just not able to watch. If William goes to the bottom, he'll lose the nose right here.
Or just get to him.
Oh, he does.
Oh, there you go.
Moved him out of the way. Great move.
Oh, but now Williams going to have the leverage on the outside. You got to be careful not to lose the right rear here.
Seen these guys racing hard all day long for positions inside the top 5, and now it's for the runner-up spot.
Well, and if you're the 18, you're a little frustrated because he packed air on you and moved you up out of the groove, so you're going to race him a little bit harder here. But clearly, Sam Mayer's got a great car.
Oh, if he can clear him here, this would be big. He does right there. Williams not able to get back to him. Great pass.
They brought Corey Day into the mix there as well in the 17. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all right together as Sawalich moves higher to block the 17.
Now Sam Mayer's got a big task, though. 1.5 seconds behind Justin Allgaier. We'll see if he had the same speed he had the run before. He was definitely faster than the 7, but now, oh, that was caught the 54 there very quickly in an awkward position.
But watch the speed, right? This is a great perspective. Watch the speed that the 17 is going to have on the exit of the corner right here versus the 41. He's probably going 5, 6, 7 miles an hour quicker. He wants the top.
He kind of ran out of straightaway there.
Yeah.
Had so much speed.
And Sam's countered, but look.
But he can't go high enough.
Gassed it up, got to his outside. 17 is in a great position to go up and win this race now.
Be clear behind him.
Mayer raced him pretty clean there, gave him a lane off the outside of turn 2.
Look at how high he is right there, flirting with disaster. If you step up just a little bit too far right there, it goes from a ton of grip to none, but he is doing an awesome job. But it's going to be hard for Corey Day to make this pass. He's going to have to get that run and then commit to the bottom. He's not going to get to the outside, I don't think, of the 7 car. Justin will counter with that. He'll give him all the bottom
look at this.
that he wants as they now, look at how the 17 can turn down though and get that. Look at the massive run he has down the straightaway right there.
Lap car Blake Lothian just out the front windshield there of Allgaier. 5 laps to go. That diamond has started to work for the 17.
Oh, yeah.
He's there. Justin just cannot let him get to his right rear.
Absolutely not. You can lose this by letting him get to your inside, but you cannot give him the outside. See where this lap car is going to go. Hopefully the spotters are telling him where they want.
Justin was in position.
I think the lap car was undecided too.
Oh boy, Corey's going to be able to beat his outside here on the exit of the corner.
Oh, real side, he's into the wall and takes the lead.
What a pass.
Great stuff at the front. The lap car throwing both of the leaders for a loop, but Allgaier not giving up. Back to the left rear. Day clears in 3 to go.
Well, that's going to be Allgaier's only hope, is that he can try to make the bottom work, but just be shocked when we've seen the speed out of the 17. Look at how loose the 7 is on the bottom.
And Day's got the gap he needs now. Out of turn 4, he'll look at the white flag. One to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank for Corey Day.
See all clean track in front of the 17 right here. He's going to maintain doing what he has. Allgaier's going to sit it in there deep, but I just don't think he's going to have enough.
And the biggest thing, just don't jump the cushion.
Final time down the back straightaway. He'll work the high lane through 3 and 4. Allgaier closes in again, but it's not enough. Out of turn 4, second win of the year. Corey Day victorious at Dover.
Well earned.
Awesome drive.